Part 4. It's Doomsday, there are all-female zombies around. Author, Yu Da Cha Xiao. Chapter 31. After inspecting his own base, Wang Ran drove Wuling Hongguang and played dynamic music to attract dozens of zombies nearby. It's not that Wang Ran doesn't want to sight more, it's that there are too few zombies nearby. If it were in the city center, as soon as the song was played, hundreds of street dancers would have followed behind. After throwing these zombies on the bridge, Wang Ran went home humming a ditty. At the end of the day, about 50 kilograms of gold were obtained. Although I didn't make as much money when I went to the vault, it was a little bit of income anyway. After a while, the value of gold will be reflected. At that time, the major survivor camps will begin to collect gold. Want to go to camp? You will be charged only if you hand in the gold. Want to switch food? Yes, bring the gold. Want to be happy? We have second-tier actresses here. Do you have gold? Although Wang Ran didn't know what the gold would do to them, he could save as much as he could now, and he would definitely not suffer. Anyway, it's all about expiring food that can't be eaten, so I don't feel bad. While passing through an intersection, a Lamborghini suddenly crashed from the side at more than 100 yards. Although Wang Ran responded quickly, the car was not as nimble as a human being. The two cars collided heavily. Wang Ran's Wuling Hongguang was directly hit and rolled over. Fortunately, Wang Ran had good driving habits. Even if it was the end of the day, he would still wear his seat belt, otherwise he would have been thrown out of the car long ago. Nima. How do you drive the car? Wang Ran climbed out of the car. These are simple skin wounds that heal quickly. As for the Lamborghini that hit Wuling Hongguang, the entire front of the car was flattened. The people inside were paralyzed there, not knowing whether to live or die. Wang Ran walked over with a knife. Help me. In the driver's seat, a man shouted to Wang Ran in pain. Wang Ran glanced at it, he was covered in blood from the waist down. And the woman sitting next to him. Mouth full of blood. It looked like he was out of breath. Wang Ran instantly made up the picture. That must be it. The huge impact caused a tragic scene. Tisk tisk tisk, it's all like this, there's no way to save it. Help me. I'm rich, my family is rich. Hurry up and take me to the hospital. The man's face was pale, and it seemed that the blood loss was very fast. Save your sister. You're so distracted that you hit me. It's your responsibility for the traffic police to come. You compensate me, Wuling Hongguang. Wang Ran cursed a few words. This Wuling Hongguang has been open for a day, and all the feelings have come out. I wanted to take good care of it, but it was directly knocked out. Brother. I have a box of money in the trunk. There are millions. There is also a box of diamonds, which is also quite valuable. If you save me, everything will be yours. The man should have also felt the speed of his bleeding, and his whole body trembled slightly. Diamonds. Money. Wang Ran sighed. It's useless. If it is gold, it can send kindness. But he didn't. Good luck. Looking at you like this, you will be in shock in about 3 minutes. Don't worry, it won't be painful. It's more comfortable than being bitten to death by a zombie. Wang Ran simply comforted a few words. Don't bro. I still have a factory. Produces solar panels. The factory can send it to you if you want. The man cried. Wang Ran has no interest in the factory. It's the end of the world, who still runs factories? Where can workers recruit zombies? However, the solar panel in his mouth aroused Wang Ran's interest. You know, diesel generators have many disadvantages. It is noisy, requires diesel, a consumptive resource, and wears out the generator itself. If you really rely on diesel generators to provide energy, it is estimated that it will not take long. This solar panel is different. The whole island of Donghu Island can be covered with this stuff. Clean energy, quiet and environmentally friendly. As long as the number is enough, the equipment on the entire island can be moved. Are you the only one in our city that produces this solar panel? Wang Ran asked. Yes, we are the only family in the province. My dad got rich on this. In our factory warehouse, there are thousands of solar panels that are ready to be shipped. Easy to install and strong power supply. 5 yuan is enough for a family's daily use. 100 yuan can afford a building. When the man found that Wang Ran was interested in this thing, he found a life-saving straw and explained it in detail. That's not bad. Wang Ran nodded. It's a pity that this man is really helpless, otherwise I can let him guide how to install it. Where is your factory? Wang Ran asked. At Rower. Just as the man was about to say the address, the woman next to the co-pilot suddenly let out a low growl. Gollum. She swallowed something, and then looked at the man beside her. White pupils. It's obviously a zombie. Roar. The female zombie jumped directly at the man. Brother. Help me. The man shivered with fright. If he had the ability, he would definitely be scared to pee. Wang Ran calmly pulled out the knife and stabbed forward. The female zombie was directly pierced through the temple. Blood splattered the man's face. Elder brother. Am I really helpless? Will I be like this when I die? The man asked desperately. Wang Ran nodded. There was no need to lie to him at this time. People who are bitten by zombies will quickly become zombies. People who are not bitten by zombies will become zombies soon after they die. Wang Ran doesn't know the reason, but it can be roughly inferred that everyone has a latent virus on them. The man sighed and figured it out. Anyway, I had a good time before I died, and I have no regrets. Brother, I'll tell you the factory address. But you have to promise me a request. Give me a treat, I don't want to be that thing. The man pointed to the corpse next to him. Okay, I can agree to that. Wang Ran nodded. The man wiped his tears and told the factory address of the solar panel. The address is on the outskirts of the city, more than 20 kilometers away from the supermarket. This place, Wang Ran is going to go no matter what. With these electric panels, diesel generators or something can be eliminated directly. The man's breath is getting weaker and weaker, and he has lost too much blood. Soon, he will go into a state of shock. The man got ready and closed his eyes. Wang Ran took the knife and stabbed it directly through the man's head from between the eyebrows. Hey, I have to find a car again. Wang Ran returned to Wulinghongguang and carried a black bag full of gold. There are still some cars near the intersection, but most have experienced collisions. Wang Ran picked it up and got a red Porsche 911. It is estimated that it was a young lady's car before, and there is still a faint aroma in it. Step down on the gas pedal. This speed. So fragrant. Wulinghongguang was instantly left behind by Wang Ran. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 32. Porsche's speed coupled with Wang Ran's driving skills, this time it didn't take long to return to the warehouse. Master, you are back. Su Xiao and Lin Momo immediately turned off the screen and ran over. Xiao Jin also followed behind. Master, are you injured? Su Xiao saw that Wang Ran's clothes were damaged a lot, and there were also some small scratches on his body. This made Su Xiao want to cry a little. Crash with someone, it's no big deal. Wang Ran explained. Humph. Who dares to hit the master? Is he dead? Su Xiao muttered. Dead, and it was a tragic death. Wang Ran shuddered at the thought of his situation below the waist. Fortunately, Su Xiao regained consciousness when he ate him, otherwise his fate would be similar to that person. Master, dinner is ready. It's ready to use. Lin Momo led Wang Ran to the table. Today, Lin Momo specially prepared hot pot. It's done with an induction cooker and 2 pots. One side is spicy and the other side is clear soup. All the ingredients are ready. Momo is not bad. Worthy of praise. Wang Ran gave Lin Momo an approving look. Lin Momo returned a shy look. Wang Ran suddenly realized that he seemed to be digging a hole for himself, so he gave him another serious look. Next, Wang Ran found that he lost the greatest joy of eating hot pot. Su Xiao and Lin Momo were alone, put things in the pot, cooked them, and fed them to Wang Ran's mouth. It's not his turn to do it himself. Xiaojin stayed by the pot and kept his head up, hoping that a piece of fat beef would occasionally fall. Hey! Have you noticed that Xiaojin seems to have grown a little bigger? Wang Ran picked up Xiaojin and looked around. Ah! No. It's only been here for half a day. Yeah, I don't think anything has changed. Master, are you delusional? Su Xiao and Lin Momo stayed with Xiaojin all afternoon. Naturally they didn't feel any change in Xiaojin. I know. It must be, too much. Wang Ran suddenly realized. Did you feed it a lot? Wang Ran asked. I just gave it a little snack. But it's all chasing after me for what I want. I feed it because I see it's so hungry. Lin Momo lowered his head and said. I also fed it some cheese sticks and chicken sausages. Su Xiao added on the side. Hey, what kind of dog does someone keep? It's only been half a day, and I've learned all about the gluttony character of the two of you. Wang Ran shook his head helplessly. The two girls stuck their tongues out, looking innocent. Greedy to blame us? If you don't eat, your body won't work. Woo-oh. Xiaojin also slumped his limbs. I'm hungry too, I can't help it. After eating the hot pot, the sky also darkened. In the surveillance screen, the zombie corpses at the door have piled up into several hills. But there are still zombies constantly wandering here. For the warehouse, there are zombies at the door at night, which can be regarded as a security measure. After Lin Momo cleaned up the pots and pans, he went to wash the pots. Su Xiao stuck to Wang Ran's side. Xiao, how is your strength now? Wang Ran asked. The next action may require a good arrangement of manpower. If Xiao and Momo can keep a place alone, the relocation will be much easier. Look, master. Su Xiao came to a refrigerator with fist marks and stretched out her hands. Her nails stretched a centimeter or two at a speed visible to the naked eye. One claw. One side of the refrigerator door was scratched directly to the ground. There are a few deep claw marks on the door. Immediately afterwards, Su Xiao stabbed out again. The refrigerator door on the other side was pierced directly by her claws. I'm great. Su Xiao put her paws on both sides of her cheeks like a kitten. It's really amazing. Wang Ran nodded. Su Xiao's speed and strength are a bit more powerful than the female zombie under the vault. This strength, as long as you don't encounter hot weapons, there should be no opponents. Xiao, come over here. Wang Ran suddenly noticed something strange. Do you want it now? Su Xiao blushed. Don't think crooked. Let me look into your eyes. Wang Ran stepped forward and observed it carefully. Su Xiao's pupils originally had a circle of gray and white, but now it looks like it has turned into silver. The color is a little darker. Could it be that this has something to do with her strength? Wang Ran, who was before returning from time travel, was too weak to have contact with the level of mutant zombies and awakened people at all. So he doesn't understand something like the division of strength. It's better than him anyway. It seems that this time, I have to do a good research and record it. Master, are you kissing? After washing the dishes, Lin Momo ran over and got between the two. She is more than 10 centimeters shorter than Su Xiao, and the three of them stand together, she is like a child in the family. Of course, in some ways, she's more like a mom. Don't move, let me see. Wang Ran held up Lin Momo's face. Lin Momo blushed and closed his eyes consciously. She thought Wang Ran was going to kiss her. What are you thinking? Open your eyes. Wang Ran said helplessly. Su Xiao on the side covered her mouth and kept laughing there. Lin Momo would have made a mistake, was laughed at again, and his face turned even redder. Wang Ran looked at Lin Momo's face. Sure enough, the gray circle in Lin Momo's pupil is somewhat similar to Su Xiao yesterday. In other words, the current Lin Momo is probably about the same strength as yesterday's Su Xiao. It seems that if you eat more for a day, you will be stronger. Xiao, go out with me tomorrow. Momo, stay here to watch the house. Wang Ran ordered. Master, I'm going out too. Lin Momo puffed out his cheeks and looked unhappy. Take you out too and let Xiao Jin look after the house alone. There are so many things here, someone has to watch it. Next time, I'll take you out next time. Don't worry, it will take several days to move things here, and it will always be your turn. Wang Ran was comforted. All right. Lin Momo nodded. It doesn't sound so sad that way. Woo-oh. Xiaojin also made some comments on the side. Go, you have a little golden retriever, don't you sleep well at home? Wang Ran decisively rejected Xiaojin's proposal. Although he didn't know what Xiaojin was talking about. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 33. Late at night. Wang Ran is preparing for a nighttime feeding. Suddenly, his cell phone rang. Well, the mobile base station is of good quality and the signal is still strong. Hey, who is it? Don't you sleep in the middle of the night? Wang Ran picked up the phone. Ah, it's the takeaway boy in the afternoon. I'm the eldest sister from Villa 18. I want to ask you. Can you bring me some raw meat? I want it now. I pay 10 times the price. I beg you. The middle-aged woman pleaded on the phone. In addition to her voice, Wang Ran was also keenly aware of some roars. The zombies didn't run away. I'm sorry, I don't do zombie business. Wang Ran still chose to refuse. Selling things and feeding them to zombies made Wang Ran feel like a traitor during the war. I beg you. If you don't feed them anything, they will die. Ah! Don't bite me. What? The middle-aged woman suddenly let out a shrill scream. It seemed that he was accidentally bitten by a zombie. If there are zombies inside this special place, it will be very dangerous at night. I have to change resources in this community. When the group is destroyed, who will I find to replace it? Do you search for safes from house to house? That's too inefficient. Wang Ran hung up the phone and cursed. Master, what's wrong? Su Xiao below and Lin Momo on the side asked at the same time. I have to go out. You. Drink some red first. Wang Ran slashed his arm. Seeing that Wang Ran was so nervous, the two girls knew that things were more important, so they drank some blood obediently. After the simple feeding, Wang Ran walked out the door with a knife. He didn't bother to kill the zombies at the door, and just slapped them away with a knife. Wang Ran got into the Porsche that was driving back and drove towards the East Lake Villa. At night, the roads in the urban area are a little difficult to drive, but once you reach the seaside road, the speed will increase. After more than 20 minutes, Wang Ran arrived at the gate of the villa area. The security post was dimly lit, apparently someone on duty there. Seeing Wang Ran's car coming, two security guards teamed up and ran out. Wang Ran recognized at a glance that it was the two security guards who took his cucumbers and bananas during the day. "Hey! It's you. Why is the big night here again? Someone ordered supper?" the little security guard asked with a smile. "No kidding. Villa 18, there are zombies that have bitten. Come in and have a look with me," Wang Ran said very seriously. "Zombie? No way. Just now we had two security guards team up to investigate on the 18th. Hey, how long have they been gone?" asked the old security guard. "It's almost half an hour." The little security guard looked at his watch. The old security guard's expression changed, and he immediately picked up the walkie-talkie and called several times. Except for the group that went to the 18th, everyone else responded. Oops, it could be true. The old security guard knew that the situation was serious this time. Zombies appear inside, this is a big deal. Well, I'll go to Villa 18 to take a look first. You organize your manpower and investigate in the villa area. The number of zombies is uncertain now, and they are likely to wander anywhere," Wang Ran said. "I'll go with you. In the evening, I am familiar with the road in the villa." The little security guard opened the door and got into the co-pilot. "Then I'll organize a manpower investigation." The old security guard also ran back to the post and started preparations. Wang Ran kicked the accelerator and drove directly into the depths of the villa area. "Brother, my name is Zhao Dong, you can call me Xiao Zhao. Turn left here, a little closer." "Brother, you came here on purpose at night. Does the owner of Villa 18 owe you a lot of money?" the little security guard Zhao Dong asked. "It's not about money or money. It would be such a pity if such a good place was destroyed by zombies." Wang Ran kept thinking that he still had several thousand kilograms of supplies that he hadn't exchanged. Although it is said that when the people in this community are dead, it is also a way to go door to door to search. But ghosts know if they have gold at home, and those who have gold don't know where they are hiding. So inefficient. It's better to come directly to help kill the zombies, and earn personal favors by the way. In addition, on the way back, Wang Ran also thought of a plan. This villa area is so close to East Lake Island, it can be regarded as Wang Ran's colony, the survivor camp of the subordinates. Find some coolies, grow vegetables and fruits here, raise pigs, raise chickens, and the agricultural products produced at that time can be directly pulled to Donghu Island. After all, his little followers are all beautiful women, and it is impossible to bring coolies to the island. Staying here and working is different. Wang Ran provides them with shelter, they provide labor, a perfect fair deal. If the whole place is occupied by zombies and the soil is infected, it is hard to say whether the things grown can be eaten. Therefore, we must dare to eliminate the zombies before the situation expands. Soon, Wang Ran took a shortcut to the gate of Villa 18 under the guidance of the little security guard Zhao Dong. The entire villa was pitch black, and no lights were turned on. "The door is closed. Stay in the car, lock the door, and don't come out," Wang Ran ordered. The little security guard Zhao Dong nodded subconsciously. Although, he followed the security captain and they cleaned up some zombies during the day. But now this atmosphere, this light. He was indeed a little cowardly. Wang Ran pulled out the tang knife, turned on the flashlight, and slowly approached the gate of the villa. Squeak. The door hinge made a slight noise. Wang Ran pushed open the door and stepped into the darkness. Just as Wang Ran was looking for the light switch on the wall, a series of heavy footsteps quickly approached him. "A zombie is coming." Wang Ran immediately pointed the flashlight in front of him, and a blood-stained face quickly approached Wang Ran. Wang Ran's tang knife, which was always aimed at the front, pierced directly into the chest of the zombie, slowing her down. Roar. Long hair shawl, is a female zombie. The pajamas on her body showed her identity, She was that middle-aged woman. Wang Ran kicked the middle-aged woman away, and pulled out the tang knife. The middle-aged woman rushed to Wang Ran again. The narrow space in the entrance is not suitable for horizontal slashing, so Wang Ran changed to a straight stab and aimed directly at the head of the female zombie. Puff! Straight through the mouth. The female zombie fell weakly to the floor. At this time, the dense footsteps sounded again. More than one zombie rushed towards Wang Ran from the darkness. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 34. Nima. Wang Ran's knife was still stuck in the head of the female zombie and could not be pulled out for a while. And the voice in the dark is getting closer. In the crisis, Wang Ran resolutely chose to retreat. A back jump. Wang Ran returned to the courtyard. Turn on the high beams. Wang Ran shouted to Zhao Dong, the little security guard on the Porsche. Zhao Dong was in a hurry, but still found the headlight switch. The whole yard is lit up at once. Yes, it's comfortable to see it. Wang Ran dismantled a fence board and came down. Soon, two zombies, one large and one small, rushed out of the house. It looks like a father and son. Their hands were all broken. It is estimated that the middle-aged woman had locked her hands with iron chains. When the hand broke, it broke free. Hey, I'm really inexperienced. You have to lock your neck. Wang Ran shook his head. At this time, the zombie father had already rushed in front of Wang Ran. Wang Ran took the wooden board and slammed it horizontally, knocking his chin off. This time he can't abba. Immediately afterwards, the zombie son also rushed over. Wang Ran kicked the zombie father down with one kick, and then knocked the zombie son to the ground with a kick. This wooden board is too light, and it feels like it is about to break after only 2 shots. It is not easy to use without a tang knife. Wang Ran looked at the AJ-1 at his feet. Hey! One kick. Directly stepped on the head of the zombie father. Brain splashing. The zombie son wanted to get up, but Wang Ran was faster and kicked his little head off. Call. It's cool without a weapon. I can feel the feeling of light rain a little bit. Wang Ran wiped the black blood on his shoes with the turf. The good red and black color matching is vividly dyed into a forbidden color matching. Wang Ran was about to go to the entrance to retrieve the Tang Dao, when a rustling voice suddenly came from the side. Brother! Be careful! The little security guard Zhao Dong got out of the car immediately and charged at Wang Ran waving his baton. Wang Ran had been alert for a long time, and turned sideways, easily dodging the attack of a black shadow. It's a zombie in a security uniform. Zhao Dongchang was so violent that he was mixed up by the zombie corpses on the ground and fell to the ground. When he looked up, it happened to be the head of the little zombie. That smell, too punchy. Zhao Dong couldn't help but vomit. As for Wang Ran, he took the baton from Zhao Dong's hand and smashed the security zombie. The baton is much easier to handle than the fence board. After a few strokes, the security zombie will fall to the ground. However, his mother probably didn't recognize him either. Half of his head was sunk in. Brother, you are so cruel. Zhao Dong vomited for a while and felt much better. Zombie, if you don't kill it, he can make you his friend. Wang Ran threw the blood-stained baton back to Zhao Dong. Although this little security guard didn't help me just now, it was considered a conscious effort. Go back and give him a few more cucumbers to see how he likes to eat them. Zhao Dong held the baton with 2 fingers, wiped it on the ground, and then put it back on his belt. Brother, is this all done? Zhao Dong asked. I remember you said that a group of 2 security guards came to check. There's only one here. The other one doesn't know where to go. You better wait in the car. I'll go to the villa to see if there are any fish that slip through the net. After Wang Ran finished speaking, he walked into the villa again. Stepping on the head of the middle-aged female zombie, Wang Ran pulled out the Tang Dao. Looks like I'll have to find some short-sized weapons, like a dagger. This kind of narrow passage, the long knife can't be used. Wang Ran wiped the blood from the knife with the female zombie's pajamas. Soon, Wang Ran found a light switch. After some exploration, Wang Ran found a basement. This basement was originally estimated to be the audiovisual room of the villa, but was later transformed into a prison cell by this middle-aged woman, locking the zombie father and son. A total of 2 sets of chains. It looks like there are no other zombies left. Wang Ran continued to search and found a safe on the 2nd floor. I just knew it was like this. After a lot of hard work, Wang Ran still couldn't open the safe. It seems that the safes in rich people's homes are all good brands. The quality is so hard. There are no professional tools, and it seems that it cannot be opened. Never mind. Wang Ran directly gave up the safe. Or replace those foods that are about to expire to save time and effort. Therefore, it is necessary to find another security zombie wandering in the villa area as soon as possible. In case the entire community is harmed, who will exchange food with me? Wang Ran took the knife and walked out of the villa. Elder brother. The news came from the monitoring room just now. They saw a figure going in the direction of villas 1 to 10. Judging from his pace, it should be another security guard who was bitten. The little security guard Zhao Dong said. There's a big client over there. Wang Ran immediately opened the door and got in the car, and drove towards the depths of the villa area. Although the little loli is very vigilant, she is generous and is a rare and excellent customer. It would be a pity she died. She lives in villa number 2. Definitely more rich than other villas. Soon, Wang Ran drove directly to the courtyard of villa number 2. Brother, do you have intuition? Why did you come straight here? The security guard asked. Ah. By the way, I remembered. You delivered the goods here today. This family also owes you a lot of money. Zhao Dong continued to ask. I believe you must be a good hand in collecting property fees. Okay, stay in the car for now. After Wang Ran finished speaking, he turned on the car's stereo. If the zombie is in this area, it will definitely be attracted. Before long, the windows on the 2nd floor lit up. The window door opens. A head with double ponytails stuck out. Are you sick? Run to my door to play DJ at night. It's that loli during the day. She was fine, and Wang Ran was relieved. There are zombies. Remember to close the door. Wang Ran shouted upstairs. Loli was stunned and disappeared from the window. Before long, she reappeared with her crossbow. Aiming direction. It seems to be where Wang Ran is. Whoosh. With a slight friction sound, the crossbow shot out. Wang Ran did not dodge at all. Because he has heard movement around him. It was probably the zombie attracted by the sound of music. Sure enough, the crossbow arrow passed directly by Wang Ran's side, hitting the head of the security zombie. The security zombie swayed a few times and fell to the ground with a bang. The little girl has a good hit rate. Wang Ran appreciates it. These days, crossbows are much easier to use than guns. While ensuring lethality at close range, they are also very quiet. It's not like a gun. If you kill one with one shot, you can attract 100. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 35. For safety's sake, Wang Ran didn't turn off the music. If this security zombie bit other people on the road, it should also be attracted. Moreover, this villa area is big enough, and you don't have to worry about the concert attracting zombies outside the villa area. Not long after, more than a dozen security guards and several owners rushed to villa number 2 with weapons. Wang Ran guessed that there should be no zombies, so he turned off the music. This little brother, I really want to thank you this time. Not only did he come to inform us in time, but he also helped us deal with several zombies. Oh, by the way, I'm Lu Boyan, the representative of the industry committee of this community. An old man with gray hair but looking very energetic stretched out his hand to Wang Ran. Wang Ran. Wang Ran reached out and shook it. You didn't see it just now. Brother Wang is amazing. With a slap in the face, I killed 4 zombies. The little security guard Zhao Dong said excitedly. One person killed 4. Everyone present was taken aback. They thought that Wang Ran and Zhao Dong worked together to solve it. These people, especially those security guards, have played against zombies and know how powerful zombies are. One-on-one, people with decent physical fitness can kill zombies. 1-on-4, it's really not something ordinary people can do. No wonder you can deliver food in this world so freely. Brother Wang Ran is amazing. If I was so good, I would run outside to find a cigarette. Hwaza finished smoking, and I'm not used to smoking other things. The security and the owners murmured. Okay, don't blow me. I mainly want to exchange materials with you. Otherwise, your life and death have nothing to do with me. Tomorrow I will drive a truck to deliver food. If you want to change it, prepare gold in advance. In addition to food, you can tell me if you want to change it, and if you have any, bring it here. Wang Ran said lightly. Okay. Tonight all of our owners will sort out their needs. Then it's hard work for you, little brother Wang Ran. Lu Boyan nodded. He is a relatively reasonable person, knowing that in this world, survival is the most important thing. It's nice to have food in exchange, no need to haggle. At this time, the lights on the first floor of Villa number 2 came on. Not long after, the little loli with double ponytails pushed out the door. She still held her crossbow in her hand. Have you brought the mouse? Little loli asked Wang Ran directly. As she spoke, she walked to the zombie on the ground, stepped on his head and pulled out the crossbow arrow. Simply neat, not like a girl of this age at all. Mouse. Only Shuangfi Yiyan, do you want it? Wang Ran asked. Before going out in a hurry, I took down the one I was using. Wang Ran walked into the Porsche, took the mouse and handed it to little loli. All right. It's gold bars. If you have Logitech, you can get me another one. Little loli threw a gold bar to Wang Ran. For a gold bar for a Shuangfi Yiyan, she didn't feel distressed at all. By the way, the security guards helped me clean up this zombie. He helped me dig up the soil and turf where he lay, so as not to contaminate my garden. After the little loli said, she turned around and went back to the villa. Still cold and cautious. This little girl has a lot of personality. Wang Ran muttered. This one. Her name is Tang Tang, the daughter of this villa developer. Her parents live in Villa 1 and she lives in Villa 2. However, her parents are abroad, so I don't know what the situation is now. Lu Boyan, the representative of the industry committee, explained. Tang Tang. Wang Ran was stunned. I always feel that this name is a bit familiar, as if I have heard it somewhere recently. It's not easy for her to live alone. Your security has to strengthen the security around here. Lu Boyan told the security guards. Don't worry, we are a conscience property. The property owners nodded. Staying here to eat and drink, and to live in an empty villa, is much safer than outside. The work was not much more tiring than usual, and they were quite satisfied. Wang Ran smiled and said nothing. In this relatively safe environment, human nature is exposed more slowly. If, after some time, food becomes scarce, or the danger increases, maybe these security guards will directly rebel and replace the owners. This kind of thing happens everywhere in this apocalypse. Okay, I have to go back. You can also leave me a contact information. Wang Ran said. Before, I forgot to ask for the contact information here, so I had to run over in the middle of the night. Lu Boyan gave Wang Ran his mobile phone number. I'll be over at about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you need it, let me know in advance. After Wang Ran finished speaking, he drove his Porsche and left the villa area. In the warehouse, Su Xiao and Lin Momo got together to discuss something. What did you say the master was doing at night? Su Xiao asked. Could it be, the master hit a female zombie outside? Lin Momo covered his mouth and said. That shouldn't be. We eat so much every day, the master should have no stock to feed others. Su Xiao touched his chin. Then, is the collection plan going on tonight? Lin Momo asked in a low voice. I still have to pick it? Just in case. Don't be afraid, I was found, I'm taking it. Su Xiao patted Lin Momo's shoulder. All right. Lin Momo nodded. As a college student, she still listens to the teacher Su Xiao. Hey, by the way, are you a senior now? Su Xiao asked. Well, I'm studying nursing at N University. I don't know how my classmates are doing now. Lin Momo sighed. It's not easy to survive in this situation. Big N. I'm big too. Have you never taken my English class? Su Xiao suddenly found a common topic. I haven't even passed set -3. I'm a scumbag, I often skip classes to work part-time, haha. Lin Momo was a little embarrassed. I said that you don't like watching European and American movies on the master's hard drive, so you can't understand it. Su Xiao suddenly realized. Lin Momo was stunned for a while. I can't understand Japanese either. Isn't it because the Japanese version of the film is good? Before long, there was the roar of the engine at the door. Wang Ran is back. Hey, sports cars also have the drawbacks of sports cars. The engine is too loud. Wang Ran walked into the warehouse while complaining. Master, you are back. The two of them flew over. It's time to feed. LF. P.S. Pie time is up. After watching the zombie harem, are you interested in seeing the Liaozai harem? Why did Bai Suhan go to the timid Su Xian? The strong man locks the man, and calls him Sun Snake. Nai Xiaoqian was originally a ghost from Lanruo Temple. Is it because blood doesn't taste good, or human flesh doesn't taste good? Xiao Yi, the painted skin man and the mother-in-law, the fox demon, wants to be human, to have a heart, and to feel the warmth. Girlfriends are all Liaozai monsters. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 36. Wang Ran woke up early. Business is busy today. It is not only necessary to deliver supplies to the people in the villa area, but also to transport things to Donghu Island. The list of material requirements for the villa area has been sent to Wang Ran's mobile phone. In addition to basic food, their needs are also varied. The girl named Tang Tang asked for a mouse and a graphics card, and some even asked for a massage chair and a refrigerator. The refrigerator can understand, and it is convenient to store more food. What is a massage chair? It's all over the world, still don't forget to enjoy it. 10 gold bars, no more. Xiao, can you drive? Wang Ran asked. Huh? Drive. I'm not very fast, but I can learn. Su Xiao lowered her head and replied. Not the one who asked. Driving seriously. Truck. Wang Ran sighed. Oh. Drive. I will. The manual transmission I learned can be opened manually and automatically. But the van. Never opened. Su Xiao's face was slightly red. I actually misunderstood. It's fine to drive. It's a small van with a load of 2 tons. It's easy to drive. Wang Ran nodded. If Xiao can drive, you and yourself can take one, and you can transport everything in the villa area in one trip. Then it's time to move. One car was full of food, the other was all the miscellaneous things those people wanted. Momo, you watch the house obediently. Call if anything happens. Wang Ran rubbed Lin Momo's head. This morning, Lin Momo's pupils also have a circle of silver, which shows that her strength has been further improved. It shouldn't be a big problem to look after the house alone. Lin Momo nodded, but his eyes flickered. Wang Ran was stunned. I always felt that Lin Momo and Su Xiao had something to hide from themselves. However, now is not the time to worry about this, and we have to hurry up and get down to business. Xiao, just follow me. We just need to keep 40 yards. Wang Ran reminded. The quality of the truck is large, and accidents are prone to occur if the speed is too fast. If it rolls over, the loss will be huge. Wang Ran and Su Xiao each took a walkie-talkie and got into the truck. After Lin Momo helped clean up a few zombies at the door, Wang Ran and Su Xiao set off in a truck. Along the way, Wang Ran controlled the speed of the car in front, but it was smooth and steady. Below a section of elevated road, there are several people squatting in the green belt next to the bridge pier. Brother Nan, we have been squatting for 2 days, and we have only reached 2 cars. It adds up to half a box of instant noodles and a loaf of bread. It's not efficient. A young man in a messy jersey complained. Going to the supermarket is efficient, do you dare to go? It's here. The safest. We came down for 2 days and no one was injured. This is the best proof. The burly Nanji glared at Messi. No way, there are a lot of zombies near every supermarket. I saw a team with my own eyes and wanted to go to the supermarket to search for supplies, but I joined the zombie team at the door of the supermarket. Squatting on the road, although it is a little hot, but comfortable. If there are zombies coming, fight if you can, run if you can't. If there is a car coming. It's harvest time. You must know that most of the people who are still driving on the road at this time are running away with supplies. The harvest is sure to be good. Everyone, pay attention, there is a car approaching. Said a bald man with a telescope sitting on the roof of a van. The 4 people in the grass immediately became alert. Business is coming. They immediately grabbed iron rods and other weapons. As long as a car is forced to a stop, it is time to start. Brother Hu, it's up to you. Brother Nan gave the bald head a ready gesture. The bald tiger brother nodded, put down the telescope, and jumped out of the car. Next is his showtime. I saw him take out a sign from the van. It reads the car is out of oil, the food is changed for oil. This is a very simple little trick. Use food to entice passing vehicles to stop. Even if the other party has doubts, as long as he stops the car, he will not be able to leave. Of course, standing in the middle of the road does take risks. But at this point in time, human nature and morality have not collapsed, and no one is so cruel that it will hit a living person directly. Several successful orders before have been blocked like this. Brother Hu held a sign and came to the middle of the road. Everyone was in high concentration, waiting for the moment to stop the car. The car is getting closer. It's 2 trucks. Brother Tiger's eyes lit up. Truck. There might be a lot of good stuff in there. This trip might be coming. Brother Hu enthusiastically waved the sign in his hand. The other party's speed is not fast, only 34 yards, there should be enough time to react. The car is getting closer. 300 meters. 200 meters. The truck has no intention of slowing down. Brother Tiger was stunned. What's the situation? Don't you see someone in the middle of the road? Don't you see such a big sign and such big characters? Food. We have food. Don't you want to? Brother Tiger. Hurry up and escape. Brother Nan was in a hurry in the grass, and immediately came up to remind him. The other party refuses to stop, and if they don't dodge, they will be hit. Ah! Yes, I'm going to dodge. Brother Hu also reacted. However, at this time, he was so nervous that his feet were out of control, and the pestle was trembling in place. Seeing that the truck is only 100 meters away from him. Brother Hu, slide the shovel. Messi shouted from the side. If there is no way to avoid it, a sliding shovel can also lie down. Brother Hu nodded. When his legs were weak, this was the only way. I saw Brother Hu took a step forward with difficulty, and lowered his whole body. Result: sitting on the ground with a butt. The friction of the cement floor is too great, and it can't slip. At this time, the truck had come to Brother Hu. Brother Hu hesitated between lying down and rolling over. Bang! The truck hit Brother Tiger directly. After a wave of ups and downs, the truck ran over Brother Hu. Immediately afterwards, the second car also ran over. Very ruthless. Brother Tiger. The strong Nanj left tears of remorse. It's all crushed like that, and it seems that it can't survive. I'll just say it, it's useless to hold a sign. Have to set up roadblocks. Messi murmured aside. Brother Hu is gone, you are still talking nonsense. Brother Nan patted Messi on the head. Brother Nan, look. Brother Tiger stood up. Messi pointed to the road in surprise. Everyone looked at them together. Brother Hu was standing up slowly in a strange posture. Crack. Brother Hu twisted his hands and feet, his neck crooked to one side. Brother Nan, look. The truck is parked. Someone in the car came over. Messi looked in the other direction again. A long-legged beauty was tying up her long hair while walking towards the crowd. Go and see Brother Tiger. Other people follow me to take down that beauty and those two cars. Brother Nan patted Messi and jumped out of the grass with the other two younger brothers. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu Da Cha Xiao. Chapter 37. Su Xiao walked on the road with the walkie-talkie. Master, are you all killed? Su Xiao asked. Well, if you dare to touch me, you will kill me. Wang Ran's voice came from the walkie-talkie. Su Xiao nodded and stuffed the walkie-talkie into his trouser pocket. Then it's time to kill. Beauty. You killed us. This matter, no 180,000, no 10 boxes of instant noodles can't solve it. Brother Nan pretended to be fierce. That is. If you don't have enough food, you can make up the order yourself. The younger brother behind Nan Ji touched his chin with a crazy look on his face. Su Xiao ignored the idiots in front of her and slowly extended her hand. Sharp fingernails slowly stretched out. Brother Nan has a bad feeling. Where is this manicure made, and it also has a growth function? Why does it feel so dangerous? At this moment, a strange roar came from behind Nan Ji and the three of them. The three looked back. Messi is rushing towards them quickly. That speed, as if to score a single pole ball. Behind Messi, Brother Hu was moving slowly with his mouth full of blood. Grass. They've turned into zombies. The three of them were shocked, and they didn't care about Su Xiao anymore, and ran straight to the direction of the truck. When one of them passed by Su Xiao suddenly raised his hand and stroked gently. The man ran 2 or 3 steps and suddenly felt his sight stopped. And his body continued to move forward. Grumble. A head rolled to the ground. The blood directly poured over the head of Brother Nan next to him. What is this? Brother Nan looked back, almost scared to death. Picking people's heads with bare hands. Run now. Su Xiao flicked the blood on his hands, and with a burst, he quickly approached the two who escaped. The other little brother was directly pierced through his chest by Suzayao's sharp claws, and Suzayao was holding a few vertebrae in his hands. Only one left. Brother Nan didn't dare to turn his head back and ran forward desperately. Run another 50 meters, and you will reach the truck. Get in the car, kick the accelerator, and he can survive. The hope of life gave Nanj a lot of motivation. The burly body actually ran the speed of 100 meters in 12 seconds. But Suzayao chased after a few steps. The legs are long, and the running is naturally fast. SHH. Suzayao waved his claws and broke Brother Nan's spine directly from behind. Brother Nan suddenly lost control and fell to the ground after a few steps. Don't kill me," Brother Nan said with a snot and tears. What frightened him even more was that he could no longer feel his hands and feet. "Can't move at all." "I'm sorry, the master said that anyone who dares to touch the porcelain must be killed." Suzayao looked at the back. Messi was kicking ahead and running in the direction of Brother Nan. It seems to be a little lazy. This person no longer needs to clean up by himself. Suzayao picked up the walkie-talkie. "Master, it's all done," Suzayao reported happily. "Another master task has been completed. I don't know if there will be any rewards later. Get in the car now. There's a lot going on today," Wang Ran said. Suzayao put away the walkie-talkie and climbed into the van. Behind him, Brother Nan's scream sounded. It should be Messi who started to eat. The two trucks drove to the seaside one after the other. East Lake Villa entrance. A dozen security guards and owners' representatives were already waiting at the door. On the one hand, it is to clean up the zombies at the door, and on the other hand, it is to give Wang Ran enough respect. After all, it is to give them something in this troubled world. Soon, two trucks drove to the gate of the community. "Little friend Wang Ran, you are here. Let's drive inside to hand over. Be safe." Lu Boyan, the representative of the industry committee, warmly greeted him. The security guards helped remove the roadblock, and Wang Ran and Suzayao drove the truck to the atrium of the community. A large number of owners have gathered here. They were all holding boxes or bags in their hands, which should be filled with gold. It seems that these rich people living in large villas have more or less saved some gold at home. You maintain order yourself. I change things at my own pace. Wang Ran spoke with a loudspeaker. This thing was brought from the warehouse by the way, and I didn't expect it to come in handy. Then it's time to count and swap. The property also deliberately brought a few large electronic scales over. Everything is in order. Soon, 4,000 caddies, or 2,000 kilograms of food, were all exchanged. Next is the exchange and auction time for luxury goods. The so-called luxury goods, that is, massage chairs, refrigerators, moutai and other things that cannot be eaten as meals. Wang Ran did not expect these things to be quite popular among these rich people. Refrigerator, he can understand that there is too much food, and an extra refrigerator is needed to store it. What the is a massage chair, to make your flesh more delicious and make zombies happier to eat? It seems that they have never experienced the cruelty outside. The sundries in this car were also changed. At this time, Tang Tang, wearing a double ponytail and a plaid skirt, came over on a balance bike. This time, she didn't carry a crossbow, but carried an unarmed Frostmourne. It is estimated that because there are many people here, the security is a little higher. "Mouse, have you brought it?" Tang Tang reached out and asked directly. "Logitech G502, I'll give you a Bose Bluetooth headset." Wang Ran handed things to Tang Tang. "No need to send, not bad money." Tang Tang didn't know if he was arrogant or did not want to owe favor, so he directly stuffed 2 gold bars to Wang Ran. Of course Wang Ran would not refuse. "Correct. If you have consoles and console games, you can also sell them to me." It seems that online games can't match anyone recently. Tang Tang said helplessly. Play Civilization 6, slow down the speed, and you can play a game for several months. Wang Ran suggested. When it comes to killing time, Civilization 6 is indeed a good choice. Correct. It's all said online now that the situation outside is terrible. How on earth did you get so many resources and ship them here? Tang Tang asked curiously. Yesterday, the first author of the list she was chasing also stopped updating, and it is estimated that she died. You can see how dangerous it is outside. I'm sorry, I didn't answer the question about this business. Wang Ran shrugged. Tang Tang took out 2 gold bars and stuffed them into Wang Ran's bag. Local tyrants do things so directly. Actually, I'm a superhuman. It's still very easy to deal with zombies or something. Wang Ran made a fool of himself. Some things are really hard to explain, so it's better to fool around like this. Give me the gold back. Tang Tang stretched out his hand to Wang Ran. Obviously, her IQ told her that Wang Ran was just talking nonsense. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 38. Also, it's impossible to pay it back, it's impossible to pay it back in this life. Do you want to take back the gold that was in my pocket? Naive. Wang Ran took out a gold bar and squeezed it violently in his hand. The gold bar was directly pinched and twisted like a twist. Tang Tang was stunned. This. She knew that gold was a relatively soft metal, but only relatively soft. Biting your teeth and picking your fingernails can indeed leave imprints. But directly kneading gold bars with bare hands? Who can do it? Tang Tang took out a gold bar and pinched it in his hand, but there was no response. Don't say it's twisted, it's hard to bend it. Come on, give me this one in your hand, and I'll show it to you again. Wang Ran stretched out his hand. Tang Tang was stunned for a while, and put the gold bar in Wang Ran's hand. Wang Ran kneaded the gold bar into a twist again. Then, put the bullion directly into its own bag. Tang Tang was stunned. Are you pitting my gold bars? Come on, give me your frost morn. Wang Ran directly interrupted Tang Tang's thoughts and did not give her time to react. Tang Tang also wanted to know what Wang Ran was going to do, so he handed the sword to Wang Ran. This is Frost Morn produced by a serious sword casting company. The price is 498 knives, and the domestic purchase is about 6,000 yuan. Although it has not been opened, the power of swinging it is not small. Little Rain, come here. Wang Ran waved to Suziao, who was helping to move things next to him. Suziao put down the heavy refrigerator easily and ran over. Come on, cut this sword. Wang Ran said with a smile. Although, with the joint efforts of the 2 zombies, Wang Ran has surpassed Suziao in strength. But Wang Ran did not have the sharp claws like Suziao. At such a time, it is still necessary to let the little follower perform. Suziao nodded, and the claws slowly stretched out. Tang Tang was stunned to watch from the side. Wolverine. This. Although there are only 2 centimeters of paws, it is enough to shock people. Immediately afterwards, Suziao quickly reached out and scratched Frostmorn. A crisp crash. Frostmorn has a few claw marks on its surface. Suziao did not stop and continued to attack Frostmorn. The claw marks are deepening. Finally. Bang, Frostmorn broke into 2 pieces from the middle. My sword. Tang Tang was stunned. This is a collector's edition. Not the same as those cheap cost versions. Just broken? Later, she also reflected the main point of the matter. This elder sister, who looks like she has very long legs, can actually break a steel sword with her bare hands. It seems that this takeaway is not lying. They are indeed not ordinary people. As a senior console, handheld and PC player, Tang Tang accepts this kind of thing very quickly. Also, there is a little bit of envy. Can I be this great too? Tang Tang asked. Wang Ran was stunned. This problem is more complicated. There is a mechanism problem involved. Now, he knows that his blood can restore the sanity of zombies and improve their strength. But for ordinary people, this is not clear. If it is only valid for zombies, then the requirement of Tang Tang is a bit difficult. To turn her into a zombie first, most people can't accept it. This is a bit difficult. I haven't figured it out yet. Wang Ran spread his hands. You can't tell people that you have to become a zombie first. Snapped. Tang Tang put the small bag on his back in front of Wang Ran. Wang Ran picked it up, quite heavy. Open it up and take a look. There are more than 30 gold bars inside. Tang Tang's gold bars are all 500 grams. In other words, this package alone has more than 15,000 grams. This exchange of food can exchange more than 150 pounds. Arrogant. Actually, it's okay to give it a try. Wang Ran said seriously. He also wanted to know if his blood had any effect on humans. Anyway, the money is collected, and it is not myself who loses the effect. Xiao, swipe on my arm. Don't scratch the artery. Wang Ran ordered. Although my body's ability to heal is unbelievable, it is still a bit troublesome to draw the artery, and it is estimated that it will take a few minutes to heal. Su Xiao stretched out a finger and stroked lightly. A wound of several centimeters appeared. Blood slowly seeped out. Come on, have a drink. Wang Ran said to Tang Tang. Drink your blood. Tang Tang was stunned. Does it need to be so exaggerated? Although Tang Tang is well informed, she is still a little hesitant to drink human blood. Tang Tang glanced at the group of owners and security guards next to them. They were busy moving things, and no one noticed this. Just drink it? Tang Tang hesitated for a while before making a decision. The big deal is to eat the duck blood in the duck blood fans. Tang Tang brought his little mouth together and sucked on the wound on Wang Ran's arm. After inhaling for half a minute, Wang Ran pushed Tang Tang's head away. Almost there. How do you feel? Wang Ran asked. It's a matter of your own abilities, and you still have to understand it well. I feel so hot. In Tang Tang's body, a huge energy is impacting the 5 internal organs and limbs. This feeling makes people uncomfortable and does not want to stop. Effective. Wang Ran's eyes lit up. It seems that his blood can not only improve the strength of zombies, but also improve the strength of humans. This is so. Sell blood to get rich? No, you can't sell blood at will in the future. Make the people around you stronger first. Only when there is surplus food can we consider others. Moreover, his own ability needs to continue to study in depth. So sad. Are you sick? Why does my stomach hurt after drinking your blood? Tang Tang muttered. No way, take me home first. Tang Tang's cold little eyes instantly turned into pleading. Xiao, look at the gold here, I'll come back when I'm done. After Wang Ran gave an order, he picked up Tang Tang and rode a balance bike to Villa 2. Tang Tang was carried on the shoulders, like a pig. The pose seems a little shameful. But she felt so bad that she didn't have the strength to resist. Soon, Wang Ran came to the door of Villa number 2 with Tang Tang. As soon as he entered the yard, Wang Ran fell into a big somersault and threw Tang Tang far away. Who has nothing to dig a hole in the ground? Wang Ran stood up and patted the soil on his body. The balance car fell into the pit and broke directly. Ah, Tang Tang. Wang Ran stepped forward and helped Tang Tang, who fell to the ground face down. Tang Tang looked aggrieved. The pit was dug by the security guard last night. After all, it was the place where the zombies lay, and she disliked it. Unexpectedly, I gave myself a pit the next day. However, this fall, she did not feel much pain. So amazing. Could it be because he drank blood just now? P.S. This chapter is a plus. And then, it's pie time. I traveled to become the villain in the legend of King Arthur, the last emperor of Rome, Lucius. Arteria, did Emperor Lucius send another marriage application? Humph, please allow me to refuse. Wait, why is the marriage partner Mordred? Nero, do you know where the rest of Britannia is? You couldn't find it on the map. Yeah, your majesty, you still have many rebellions to suppress, and you cannot rest now. Rem, big sister, your majesty is crazy. Rem, your majesty is crazy. Liberate Britain, catch King Mao alive. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 39. My room is on the second floor, you help me up. Tang Tang said to Wang Ran. She feels a little better now, but still has some soreness all over her body. Wang Ran directly carried Tang Tang on his shoulder and went up to the second floor. Tang Tang was very depressed. I just said to use support. You still carry it? Obviously intentional. It's so shameful to carry this action. Not to mention that his chest was against the other's back, his thighs were also grabbed by him. This guy's hand is grabbing his thigh, how can he feel numb, so annoying. No way, now I have no action, and can only be slaughtered by others. Wang Ran carried Tang Tang to the second floor. Tang Tang's room is a bit different from the average girl's boudoir. On the walls are posters of various popular games and anime. On the table is a large-size 4K screen monitor and a water-cooled transparent case. In front of the sofa is an 80-inch color TV, and there are Switch and PS4 on the ground. Even more exaggerated, there is an arcade machine in the corner of the room. It really is a dead house. Wang Ran threw Tang Tang on the bed. Okay. You can go. Tang Tang felt a lot more comfortable and returned to a cautious look again. Wang Ran touched his chin and fell into thinking. Xiao and Momo both call their masters. And this Tang Tang still has a strong opinion. It seems that just drinking red can't make her become as obedient as her two little followers. Or, only zombies will obey themselves? This will take some time to research. Hey. This is the girl's room. What are you thinking if you don't go? Tang Tang moved his hands and feet and sat up from the bed. Finally able to move. I'm not in charge of after sales. Come on, let's see if your strength has become stronger. Wang Ran picked up the PS4 console from the ground and threw it directly on Tang Tang's face. Tang Tang subconsciously stretched out his hand and punched. The PS4 console was dented in an instant and fell to the ground. It couldn't be colder. My PS4. Tang Tang exclaimed in pain. The Last of Us she hasn't cleared yet. Then, she also realized. She can actually dent a PS4 with one punch. Have you become stronger? Come on, try this refrigerator. Wang Ran pushed the small refrigerator in the room to Tang Tang. Tang Tang's heartbeat began to accelerate. She has played so many games, and of course she has fantasized about having strengths that normal people don't have. This moment has finally arrived. Tang Tang used all his strength and punched out. The small refrigerator was hit and flew all the way, smashing the 80-inch LCD TV. And on the refrigerator door, a deep fist mark was left. My TV. Tang Tang wanted to cry again. You can still play Animal Crossing on the Switch without the PS4, and now the TV is gone. How tiring to play with your hands. However, the power in oneself is real. Tang Tang excitedly ran to the side and took down a giant axe hanging on the wall. Isn't this Gore Howl? Wang Ran looked at the huge one-sided axe. Another World of Warcraft peripheral weapon. Ha! I can get roar. Tang Tang excitedly took the axe and swung it up. This axe is made of stainless steel and weighs 50 pounds. It is also a rare collectible. Because I can't hold it, Tang Tang can only touch it at ordinary times. Now, it can be easily waved. Is this power? For the tribe. Tang Tang happily swung the blood roar around a few times. Boom. The arcade was also smashed. Tang Tang was stunned. I feel like I am tearing down the house with Wang Ran. Although this axe has never been sharpened, it has to be said that the power is still quite large. Wang Ran, who was beside him, was also a little moved. Although his tang knife is easy to use, it will still roll the blade if it is cut too much. And sharps are not as easy to maintain as blunt ones. I said, "Miss, why don't you give me this axe? You're good with a crossbow." Wang Ran suggested. Never. Tang Tang shook his ponytail and raised his head. It took a lot of effort for me to use this blood roar, so I won't be cheap to others. With this axe, you can go out and fight zombies by yourself. 2080 Ti, I'll help you find a PS4. Wang Ran took out his trump card. You wait. Tang Tang seemed to think of something, dropped the axe, and ran out of the room. Not long after, Tang Tang walked over with a sledgehammer. Help! Tang Tang gasped and said. This sledgehammer was much heavier than blood roar, she couldn't carry it, she could only drag it along. Doom hammer. You really are a tribal loyalist. Wang Ran sighed. Isn't this the doom hammer of the tribal chief Sargo? It looks pretty heavy. Wang Ran took the hammer and tipped the handles in both hands. This is a 1-1 version that I purposely customized. It cost me more than 50,000. Tang Tang is a little distressed. She doesn't care about money. But in this world, if you want to customize one more, you can't customize it. If I hadn't been able to carry it myself, I wouldn't have given it to Wang Ran. Remember my 2080 Ti and PS4? Tang Tang asked. Okay, I'll bring it to you when I find it. Wang Ran said goodbye to Tang Tang and went downstairs with a hammer. In the future, I still have to keep in touch with this eldest lady. First of all, she is really rich. Second, Wang Ran also wanted to study his abilities in depth. Wang Ran returned to the atrium of the villa area. Everything has been moved. Wang Ran walked to the driver's seat, threw the doom hammer in, and took out a few dozen beers. Come on, this is for your property. Wang Ran gave the beer to the little security guard Zhao Dong. They help unload the goods or something, and they should also give some favors. Thank you bro. Zhao Dong happily took the beer. Still bro. Another cucumber, another banana, and another beer, I really miss them. Not like those owners, they are used to ordering them to work. Little Rain, get in the car and leave. Wang Ran waved to Su Xiao. The two drove the car and left the villa area. Xiao, did you see that island? We're going to move there soon. Wang Ran spoke to Su Xiao behind him through the walkie-talkie. Ah. Really? The scenery there is very good. Can I go up and take a look? Su Xiao was very excited. Like this kind of island resort, she can't afford to go to the Doomsday. All right. Wang Ran thought for a while. Today, I was delayed at Tang Tang's place for a while. It's not too early to move things, so let's go to another day. Two trucks drove onto the bridge and headed towards Donghu Island. There are not many zombies left on the bridge. It is estimated that either fell into the sea or wandered away. Soon, the two came to the island. After a brief visit, Su Xiao was very excited. The thought of living in such a wonderful place in the future made her excited. Owner. The bedroom of that villa faces the sea. Let's go take a look. Suzayawa rolled her eyes and pulled Wang Ran into a villa by the cliff. I have done so much work today, and it should be rewarded by saying. The view of the villa is very good, outside the bedroom is the swimming pool and balcony facing the sea. Suzayawa took a step to take off a piece of clothing, and when she walked to the pool, there was only a pair of black stockings left. Master, where are you going to the hole today? Suzayawa leaned against the pool, bent down slightly, pouted her butt, and looked back at Wang Ran affectionately. It was already like this. Naturally, Wang Ran was not polite to Xiao and walked directly behind Xiao. Let me see which hole is the wettest. Wang Ran stretched out his fingers and slowly slid from Suzayao's hips to the middle. The pink back door opened and closed slightly, as if breathing. However, the wettest is another place. Wang Ran gently opened the pair of pink wings with his index finger and ring finger, and his slid in directly. It's still the wettest here. Wang Ran took out his finger and placed it in front of Suzayawa. Suzayawa blushed long ago, her eyes blurred. She gently put her fingers covered in body fluids into her mouth. Slightly salty, but not fishy. As soon as he entered it, Suzayawa suddenly secreted more liquid. Master, I want. Please be rough, I don't pass out as easily as Momo. Suzayawa's little tongue kept teasing Wang Ran's fingertips. It's already up to this point, Wang Ran didn't warm up anymore, and directly took out the extremely hot big pillar. Just seeing the familiar partner, Suzayawa's body has softened. Her legs were trembling, and she barely stood against the edge of the pool. Quick! Come in! Come in quickly! Suzayawa was so anxious that her legs jumped a few times. Right at the entrance of the cave, she could feel the heat, but Wang Ran did not enter. This made Suzayawa anxious. Can't wait. Suzayawa leaned back directly. The incomparably hard pillar directly submerged into Suzayawa's passage. MMMM. Suzayawa's eyes almost went black. Is it big again? This is it. It's a bit hard to carry, but, so cool. Suzayawa held the edge of the pool and twisted her buttocks with difficulty. The entrance of the cave kept swallowing Wang Ran's pillars. The little pink wings spasmed slightly from time to time, and Puchi spurted juice from the hole. Every time it is inserted into the deepest part of the channel, the rigid post is tightly strangled. The thick head of the column strongly rubbed the channel wall. Suzayawa couldn't help it at all, and kept humming, her voice full of joy. The sound of the waves and the wind could not suppress the sound of the crashing and the puffing water. Suzayawa's cry became more and more intense. She couldn't stand any more, and her whole body slid down softly, turning into a half-kneeling, half-lying position. Her hips were still sticking up there. The ground was dripping with juice from her passage. Wang Ran grabbed Suzayawa's waist and slammed it in his direction. Suzayawa couldn't bear such a strong attack, and scratched desperately with both hands on the ground, scratching the hard stone bricks. But she still couldn't escape Wang Ran's violent spot checks. Every deep insertion seems to be inserted into the depths of Suzayawa's soul. Her shouting became more and more debauched. Master, plug me to death. Plug me to death. It doesn't matter if it's broken. Come all in me. Suzayawa's breathing became disordered. There were a lot of bruises on the chest rubbing against the ground. But that didn't affect her happiness. She wished it was more violent. Suzayawa stretched out her hands behind her back and grabbed Wang Ran's buttocks. Go hard. With the help of Suzayawa, every thrust became more violent. Suddenly, Wang Ran stopped. Huh? No. Don't stop. Master, don't stop. Suzayawa was about to cry. The climax was just one step away, but Wang Ran stopped. This is a bit too much. Suzayawa twisted her hips up and down, trying to swallow the pillar. But Wang Ran clearly ducked back. Don't go. Come in. Come in. Just plug it in. Suzayawa pleaded with saliva. Wang Ran smiled and opened Suzayawa's buttocks with his hands, revealing the little pink chrysanthemums that were already hungry and thirsty. Wang Ran stretched out his index finger, dipped a little liquid on the submerged hole, and then stretched out to the mouth of the pink chrysanthemum. The first finger slipped in easily. Suzayawa was shocked like an electric shock. The climax that was being lost suddenly returned. It's there. Continue. Please go deeper. Puff. Another finger. Suzayawa lay on the ground and trembled violently. More. One more session. Come in all, master. However, Wang Ran pulled his finger out at this time. Ha. Suzayawa shivered again when his fingers were suddenly pulled out. However, the next moment she felt a strong emptiness. Why did you just leave? I still want it. Suzayawa was about to cry. At this moment, a hot object pressed against the entrance of the hole. Suzayawa raised his head sharply. Is that it? It's coming. A happy and blurred smile appeared on Suzayawa's face. Cannot wait anymore. Suzayawa didn't wait for Wang Ran to insert herself, she tried her best to sit back in. Poke it to the end. I'm going. Suzayawa screamed and punched the ground. The floor tiles broke several pieces directly. Wang Ran started the official attack. He grabbed Suzayawa's hair with one hand, pinched her waist with the other, and started a high-speed movement like a pile driver. Suzayawa's tongue licked against the air for a while, as if there was a huge object in front of her. The saliva couldn't stop flowing from the corner of her mouth, across the pink nipples, to the lower abdomen, across the pink opening, and finally dripped to the ground together with the mucus. Suzayawa felt Lin Momo's feelings a little. If it wasn't for her own strength, she would have fainted. The climax can't stop at all, and before the first wave is over, the second wave begins. She began to roll her eyes, and her mouth began to chant all kinds of nonsense. With a violent impact that almost broke Suzayawa's waist, a hot liquid like magma spurted out. About. If it weren't for the column being stuck there, so much liquid would have flowed out long ago. Owner. Can you shoot again in this place? I haven't been shot enough yet. Suzayawa turned her head and said with a tearful smile. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu Cha Xiao. Chapter 40. After an hour, the two walked out of the villa. Not to mention, under this kind of scenery, the feeling is really different. However, there were several zombies around the villa, and they kept lingering at the door. It was probably caused by Suzayawa's voice. Don't kill here, get this place dirty later. Wang Ran stopped Suzayawa, who was about to take her head. The two brought these zombies to the bridge like a dog walking. One kick and one kick into the sea. Get it done. Now this time, point. It's too late to move and too early to go back. Well, you can go to a factory with me to see. Wang Ran thought of the solar panel factory that Brother Rambo said before he died. That thing is transported here without fear of being stolen, and no one can watch it, it's not as troublesome as food. Suzayawa nodded. As long as you follow Wang Ran, you can go anywhere. If you work hard, maybe you will be rewarded, hiccup. The two turned the car around and drove towards the address given by Brother Rambo. There were fewer zombies wandering on the road than the previous 2 days. Wang Ran knew that the zombies began to go to the apartments, villas, shopping malls, and other places where people lived. After all, the living always makes sounds. Moreover, 2 or 3 days have passed, and many people have already eaten up the stock at home and started to go out to find something to eat. After going out, you will inevitably be chased by zombies, chasing, and subconsciously will run into the building. This has accelerated the change in the distribution of zombies in the city. There are relatively few zombies on the road. Wang Ran and Su Xiao drove an empty car, and the speed was a little faster. 20 minutes later to the factory. Zombies in worker uniforms can be seen at the entrance of the factory and in the open space inside. It seems that the factory has also fallen. Wang Ran got out of the car and picked up the hammer of doom that had just arrived from Tang Tang. This hammer, the material is really conscientious. It feels very good in the hand. Wang Ran picked up his hammer and swiped at the zombies approaching him. That poor zombie, the head was smashed directly into the chest. Cool. This blow made Wang Ran unable to help but praise. This hammer, even if it encounters a mutant zombie with rough skin and thick flesh, can blast him. The only downside is that it may be more labor-intensive. If you use it to deal with ordinary zombies, you will be tired if you don't kill dozens of them, and it is not as easy as using a knife. Maybe if you wait for your strength to improve a little bit, it will be more comfortable to use. Wang Ran crushed the heads of several nearby zombies and opened the retractable door of the factory. The truck drove directly to the gate of the factory warehouse. In the warehouse, there are still several zombie workers sticking to their posts. Of course, it's the kind that doesn't work hard. As soon as Wang Ran opened the warehouse door, they swarmed up. Wang Ran was still in love with the doom hammer in his hand, so he swung a hammer horizontally, knocking down a large piece of it. Those zombies, even if they weren't crushed to death, their bones were broken and they couldn't stand up. Master, this new weapon is so violent. You are amazing. Su Xiao clapped her hands aside. As a small follower, it is still necessary to praise the master often. Sometimes touts, the master will increase the speed and strength. Wang Ran glanced at Su Xiao and smiled. I don't know what is going on in your little head. Work hard first. Wang Ran took Su Xiao to patrol the warehouse. Indeed, as the rich second generation said, there are thousands of solar panels that have not yet been shipped. If everything is transported away, it will be enough for the extravagant electricity consumption of Donghu Island. Xiao, protect me, I will study how to assemble this thing. Wang Ran gave an order, then disassembled a solar panel and started fiddling. The rich second generation said that the installation of solar panels in their home is very convenient. Wang Ran fiddled around a bit, and it was true. The difficulty is similar to that of several big screens put together. Moreover, these solar panels are also equipped with batteries. In addition to the normal power supply, it can also cope with a cloudy day. No wonder it sells so well, and the quality of the product is very good. The rich second generation opened a Lamborghini, it was entirely based on strength. Xiao, load the car. Wang Ran planned to evacuate this place first. After all, in the end times, electricity is a big problem, which directly affects the quality of life. Su Xiao skillfully operated the forklift. Lin Momo taught her this thing in her spare time. It took them half an hour to finally fill up the two cars. It is estimated that it will take 2 more trips. For the next few hours, the two of them began their boring work of porting. It wasn't until the sun started to set that the two of them were done. Master, I'm a little tired. Su Xiao rubbed Wang Ran hard. Even if you are physically fit, you will be really tired after a busy day. In the car, not good. Wang Ran frowned. I'm so hungry. Su Xiao pouted. Wang Ran sighed and took Su Xiao into the trunk. Half an hour later, the two opened the door of the carriage. After all, it's getting dark, and the road is not easy to drive at night, so you can't spend too long here. After attracting a circle of zombies to guard the bridge, Wang Ran took Su Xiao back with confidence. In the warehouse, Lin Momo boredly watched Wang Ran's inventory to pass the time. Xiao Jin watched as if he didn't understand. Suddenly, Lin Momo's head was dizzy. Ah! I haven't eaten in a long time, I'm hungry. Lin Momo realized the problem. Although Wang Ran said that they were already on their way back, Lin Momo couldn't help it. I secretly drink a little stock. Miss Xiao shouldn't blame me. The big deal is to secretly collect a little more tonight and save it. Lin Momo tiptoed to the freezer. In the corner, there was a bottle of red stock and a bottle of other stock. Lin Momo took a bottle at random, / the red one, let it be. Just drink a little. Lin Momo opened the bottle. Just when he was about to drink, Xiao Jin suddenly came in and scratched Lin Momo's leg. Lin Momo didn't hold the bottle firmly and fell directly to the ground. Ah! Stock! Lin Momo is very distressed. / plasma flowed all over the place. Xiao Jin thought it was delicious, and immediately ate it on the ground. Ah, Xiao Jin, this is not for you. Lin Momo panicked. Then, she began to feel distressed again. No. Don't let Xiaojin finish eating. Lin Momo also joined the ranks of grabbing food. There was movement outside the warehouse door. It was Wang Ran and Su Xiao who came back. The floor of the freezer was also cleaned up with the efforts of Lin Momo and Xiao Jin. Ah! Master, you are back. Lin Momo got out of the freezer and was a little flustered. At a glance, Wang Ran could see that Lin Momo had a problem. I usually come directly to test the airbag. What's the situation this time? Are you too hungry? Pie time is up. Recommend a book today, master. Do not want. Type of book. Monkey, on the top of this mountain, there is a golden letter of my Buddha Tathagata. You just go up and lift up the letter, and I will come out. Zhonglu, Humph. How dare you make an axe with a small skill of carving insects? The mighty Tianlong. The Dharma mantra. Prajna Buddhas. Prajanapa is empty. Move mountains. Soar. Monkey. Zhonglu, monkey, you now have two choices. One is to accompany me to the west, and the other is to send you to the west by the poor monk. This book is also known as about my accidental becoming a saint monk of the Tang dynasty. My apprentices can't be so cute, domineering goblin falls in love with me. The strongest holy monk on earth. Bounty. According to my friends, there is such a thing as a reward. Then I'll try it too. I haven't been on the monthly ticket list, so this time I will give a monthly reward to try. If you enter the top 10 of the monthly pass list, add more. Enter the top 5 of the monthly pass list, plus more. If it's the first, add more. If I want to write LF, I will set 20 chapters. The above bounty will be achieved if you continue to be on the list for 5 days. Plus more will be completed in August. If after reaching the bounty, I can still bear it, I will try to open another bounty.